Philip. Oh, Philip. Oh.
So I wanted to come a little bit away to provide some commentary, but it might be a little windy. I don't know if you can hear me all right out there, but there's at least, I don't know, 3,000 to 5,000 people here. It's hard to estimate, but it feels really good, feels really powerful to be able to take part, for thousands of people to join us, to join Native nations. It's important to remember that we don't win these struggles without allies, and we have to build our relationships across multi-dimensional demographics, which includes Black Lives Matter, includes the feminist movement, it includes those who are considered immigrants or illegal human beings in their own homeland. It includes the entirety of the Muslim faith, and everybody who seeks to be dehumanized or discriminated against or targeted by an increasingly tyrannical United States empire. And I don't say that in form of rhetoric. We have to recognize and own that we are an empire, and we are part of a great experiment. And that experiment, which is our country, this country, which is only 240 years old on our soil, that experiment requires our direct action, our direct participation. And it seems that our rights, our constitutional rights, our civil rights, our human rights, and as Native nations, our treaty rights and our inherent rights continue to be encroached upon. And because of that, now more than ever, we need to seek to fortify the movements which were organized to protect those rights. And so for this many people to come out on a cold day, you know, it's not Ocheti Shakowi cold or no Dapple Camp cold, but it's pretty cold, and a lot of people had showed up. And right now, they've erected a teepee in front of Trump Tower. They've now taken it down, and I believe we're on our way to the White House. I can't be quite sure where we're going right now. I'm following the thousands of people who are very loud, and I just had to step away very quickly to give everybody an update. We are here in Washington, D.C. to let people know, to let the world know that the fight is not over, that the front line is merely transferring and transforming into other arenas, whether that's the legal arena or the political arena. None of those fights have any gravity, have the meaning that we need them to have, unless people are willing to place their bodies on the front line, like 800 people did at the Ocheti Shakowi Ocheti Oyate camp, and who were arrested, some of whom were charged with felonies, including myself. We don't bring the pressure that we need to bring unless thousands of us take to the streets and let a Trump presidency and everything that represents know that this is not their country, that this is our country, and it has always been ours for the last 10 to 20,000 years. We civilized this hemisphere, and we will be here long after this country is gone. If this country doesn't wake up and doesn't begin to recognize that it doesn't have legitimacy here unless it honors its treaty and international relationships with the original nations of this hemisphere, who are being dehumanized, who are legally, politically, and economically oppressed and subjugated in 2017. All you have to do is study a little bit of the federal Indian legal relationship that traces its origins back to the doctrine of discovery, which expropriates and dehumanizes the original nations simply because we did not worship in Christ at the time that those conquistadors and those people stumbled onto our hemisphere. And that is not to say that those peace-loving who seek spiritual liberation in Christ are not welcome in our circles, but it's clear that the corporate state, which is calling into action the United States and states like North Dakota to enforce the will of capital, the logic of capital, and the institutions of capital and debt, those institutions are not acting in a Christ-like manner, or in a manner that the worldviews and religions the world over preach, teach, and act upon, including those values of compassion, generosity, fortitude, bravery, truth and justice and equality and so forth. So right now I'm gonna go rejoin the march. It looks like it may have, well, the tail end of it has caught up to the gathering outside of the Trump Tower, the Trump International Hotel, and it's time for me to go join it. But thank you for tuning in. We'll do some more live feeds to come. Thank you.